Word has it, being judged sucks. Join me for a moment and we'll take a look at it. If you've recently quit drinking or using and you feel like everybody's judging you, well, there's a good reason why. Good day, my name is Charlie Shuibaka and this is Red Road Journeys, and today I'd like to talk to you about being judged. Nobody likes being judged. However, it's a pretty normal thing. For adult people in this world, being judged is actually a normal thing. Your performance at work, you're judged by family. It can definitely get carried away where you're being judged hypercritically, and that's typically what we're used to. So when a person quits drinking and using and suddenly we're finding we're being judged, it's like times 10 factor. We're in living hell. For example, you might come home and you come home from a 12-step meeting or your recovery group, wherever at outpatient treatment, and you're accused of being high or being intoxicated. And you're like, what? What are you talking about? Don't judge me, or you're being judged on a behavior, an old using or drinking behavior that you used to display all the time, and now you're newly sober, and you still display that behavior a little bit. Then we get judged and we freak out. That's pretty normal. We're gonna have to get used to it. The truth of the matter is, we really can't blame people for judging us. Look at our behavior. Look what we've done. Most of the time, we've been incredibly unreliable. I was way unreliable, for anything. And when I was working, my performance was definitely subpar, unless I got something out of it. I worked for one pizza joint where our boss was actually person who sold us all weed, so I would perform well there because I was getting something out of it. Being judged is a normal thing, and we got to get over it. A good place to go hear more about this stuff is, again, if it's a faith-based program like a church or something, they got to be focused on looking at behaviors and some kind of change. If it's a 12-step program, hearing people share about that is really good because we've all gone through it. That's the great thing about 12-step programs. I know I mention 12-step programs a lot because, in fact, that's what works best for most people. A lot of people say, well, that ain't for me. I don't want people going to my stuff, and that's fine. That's up to you. I'm telling you, as a clinician working 20 years professionally in the substance abuse field, that's what's actually worked best for most people. Your mileage may vary. Hearing other people talk about how they coped with being judged is a really good thing, whether we're listening to it and going, yeah, I know how that feels, or whether we're sharing about how we've been judged by family or co-workers or whatever, and people are telling us, they're sharing how they've been judged too. It's a normal part of an adult human being's life in the 21st century, and we just have to accept it. All right. How does one accept it? Well, acceptance is a tricky thing. What does acceptance actually look like? What does acceptance actually feel like? How do you actually do it is you just let it be. We don't react, especially the way we used to react. Ultra defensive. That's not going to work anymore. Hanging out with like-minded people will guide us on not freaking out when we're judged. Coming home late, maybe from a meeting or something, and you're judged for it, instead of flying off the handle, say, yeah, I know, I can't blame you. And don't say anything else. You might get the criticism might keep going and going and going, but you know what? Change is a process. It's a process for us to actually change, and it's a process for other people to accept that change. Just want to make these videos short, 5 minutes, 7 minutes or so. Something to think about. These videos are great to play if you're in a group too. All right, if you're in treatment, if you're a counselor watching, show these in group. They're great topics, to kind of leapfrog off of. All right, so that's all for me today. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Please subscribe to my channel. Ring the little bell thingy down here, and it'll let you know whenever I post a new video. All right, have a good day. Bye.